I am here to show you my LinnDrum and its inner workings. I also need to repair something inside. My name is DJ Wavemaster. Let's get to it. So let me open it up. Alright, so as you can see, we have a number of items here. We have the slider board, the potentiometer board that controls all of the sliders and pots. We have the chipset. We have the Curtis chips that allow you to store samples or EEPROMs. And we have over here, which is what we're going to replace, is the power supply unit. Now this unit, the battery, I tried replacing the battery, it doesn't work. The leads are shot. So what we need to do is we need to actually take it out. So first things first, I'm going to unplug my LinnDrum. So I get shocked. Now, rub on the power supply. Now I'm going to remove the 7-pin connector. I'm going to tuck this behind here so that it stays. Now this piece is free. I already took out the screws. There were only 2. That's all they came with. So I'll have to find new screws, but for now, 2 screws is well enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this out gently. Okay, take a good look at that. See, the leads are all messed up and they're all corroded. It's just not a pretty sight. So, bye-bye. What we do have from Deutronics, a replacement. This has the battery compartments in it already there, so I don't have to solder anything. Before, on these, before I replaced it with a cell phone battery, they were NiCads, but they were white and they were soldered in these little ports here. So I figured I'd loop it here and here, the positive and negative, and I marked it here. But it didn't work, so it shot. This is what we have, and it's much nicer. And this should do the trick. So, replace it in the same fashion as the original one. Now it's in. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these screws and put them on opposite ends since I only have 2 screws. Alright, I charged 3 Duracell batteries. I like Duracell. So what we're going to do now is we're going to insert the batteries. And these batteries should self-charge, but they should be replaced every once in a while because they degrade. Alright, so if you look over here, I have replaced the power supply board. Right here. All replaced. This was the old unit. Now what I'm going to have to do, I have to replace the potentiometer that's soldered onto the north board and take that out, desolder it, and put this one in. So I have to unscrew all of the screws on the motherboard. Like so. Okay, so I have the motherboard out, and I can now turn it upside down, and I can take out that screw. I don't want to jostle J1, So I'm keeping it level right here. So I'm going to lay it down. Okay. Now what I can do is unscrew this. I might not have the power to do so. All right. Main nut is away. Okay. And washer. So now what we have here is just solder. That is making the board connection. We're getting the soldering pencil hot right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to desolder these 3 leads here for the potentiometer. So once that gets to temperature, I'm going to remove this in one swipe. Get as much solder as I can. I'm going to use the good old-fashioned method, a braid, copper braid. Put that in there, and just put it on top, heat it up, and it should put some of the solder inside the braid. Hopefully it'll do its job. So, okay, that's about good. All right. So let's see if this is heated up enough. It's pretty warm. So let's give it a shot. All right. Oh yeah, looks like it's ready. All right. So let's give it a shot. Let's try and suck up some of this. Okay, I've gotten it out. I had to desolder these 3 leads on top, so I was able to push it through. I'm going to take the solder. I'm going to extract it now. Homemade. Let's do it. Put that down for a second. And we're going to feed this through. Let's get three lined up. Yeah, that hole needs to be bigger. Okay, so it's in position now. So we can put a little bit of heat to it and get that little remainder that I could not get out to move. Once that moves, I should be able to get it to go through. Gotcha. Alright, it's through. And we're in good shape. We are in fantastic shape. Alright, now here's the easy part. Let's get some lead. Here's one. There's two. Oh, they look beautiful. And there's three. I think I need to put a little bit more on here. On this one. A little bit more on there. And we're done. Voila! We have now our PC board soldered and our potentiometer soldered, all set. I want to put this cap back on before making more boo-boos. Okay, so that's on. So now that should be a new potentiometer. It's nice and tight. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back. So we're going to take the board, sift it in here. That's what I needed to do. Okay. It's in. Soldered. Looks pretty damn good. It came all the way through. So out goes the old, in goes the new, and we're set. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to connect the power board to the CPU. Secure in there. Let's turn it on. Let's hit BPM and see. We're changing the BPM. It's not messed up anymore. It was going all over the place and it was reversed too. So now it's smooth. I can check the BPM. That's 122 BPM, 116, 115, 114. I can do it so minute now. It's fixed. Thank God. It's about time. That completes my tutorial on how to replace the power supply board and the potentiometer for the main BPM unit. Thank you to all my supporters out there. If you like this video and all my other videos, please go on and share, subscribe, and comment in the boxes below. Thank you.